if you were in a live class with me, we would review the syllabus together on the first day of class and go through all of the assignments and specific course policies that I would want to highlight for you. You can certainly read the entire syllabus for yourself, and you should read the entire syllabus in its entirety and take special notes of due dates and such as that. But I wanted to take just a few minutes to go through some things that I think might need a bit of further explanation for you because semester by semester, whether I have a live class or an online class, sometimes we do get questions about these particular things. As stated in the syllabus, the purpose of this particular course is to educate you about this lifelong, multidimensional process of human development and to apply that knowledge to a variety of ministry contexts. So hopefully by the end of this course, you're going to be able to take the information that you've gotten here and apply it to children's ministry, youth ministry, to your pastorate, whatever it is that you are hopeful to do in ministry. This is a required course in Christian education because this understanding is critical in ministry across the lifespan. So let's move on to the student learning outcomes. The first student learning outcome is that you understand theories, methods, and research findings that are related to lifespan development. So hopefully by the end of the course, you're actually going to be very familiar with developmental theory regarding cognitive development, regarding physical development, regarding our faith development across our lifespan. Our goal also is that you'll appreciate the need to understand these needs of individuals across the lifespan, and we are going to have assignments that will help you to not only develop an appreciation for lifespan development, but to be able to do something with that information. And thirdly, to document the effects of major biopsychosocial influences on the development of individuals across the lifespan. Your assignments have been designed to get you to that place where you can do all of those things, and I want to cover some of those things with you. First of all, your quizzes are weekly. With the exception of weeks when a unit exam is being taken, you are going to have a quiz. The quizzes are open book, open note, so read both of your textbooks, and we're going to look at each of these textbooks each week. You'll have readings there. So you read the assigned readings and be familiar with that before taking the quiz. So when you get to a question, if you don't know the answer, you can quickly retrieve that information. So those are open book, open note quizzes. They're going to open in what I call the middle of the night, Sunday night, because they open at midnight or just shortly thereafter, which is technically Monday morning. And it's going to remain open until 11:59 p.m. on Wednesday. So you have 3 days to take that quiz. Please take your quizzes at the appropriate time because quizzes may not be made up and late quizzes will not be given. The exams that are scheduled this semester, and you'll see there are several of them because if there weren't, there would be volumes of information on each test. The exams need to be taken at the scheduled times. The exams as well are open book, open note. The tests are going to cover materials presented through the class discussions, through our presentations, assigned readings, all of that. It will be a combination of objective questions, true, false, multiple choice, and subjective questions such as identification or essay and short answer questions. Blackboard is going to grade your test for everything but essay and short answer questions, which will require either myself or the grader to grade for that. So your final grade for an exam will not actually come until we've been able to go in and do that. Blackboard won't grade that part. All of your tests are posted on Blackboard under assignments. They're available at 8 a.m. on Mondays and will close at 11:59 p.m. on Wednesdays. You can only open this exam one time and you have to complete it when you open it. So be ready to take the exam when you open the exam. You can look in your syllabus for specific instructions about taking an exam online. It has some little hints there about how to take a better test, some things that you need to do with your technology that might be helpful. Another one of the assignments that I wanted to sort of highlight here is the service learning project. You're required this semester to do 5 hours of service either to an individual or to a group of people. These would be anyone across the lifespan, so that's working with an individual child, with a group of children, with an individual senior adult, with the elderly, with the mentally handicapped, with people who have disabilities. Any of these things qualify. Teaching or preaching does not count for this service learning project. Now, I know that teaching is actually service in the church and service to God, but for this particular assignment, teaching is not going to count. This is a hands-on kind of service project. There's a reflection paper that goes with that, but if you have any questions about that, please give me a call or shoot me an email, and I'll be glad to explain that further to you. This course does have an embedded assignment in it, which means that all the students enrolled in this course complete this assignment, whether they're an online student, hybrid, in class, or on the main campus, or at an extension center. Embedded assignments help us as faculty to know how well the students in each of our delivery systems demonstrate an understanding of the subject. So for this course, the embedded assignment is the developmental biography. So over the course of the semester, you will write a developmental biography of a fictional individual over the course of the semester. This means it's a person that you create, you make it up. Now, you can include some autobiographical data if you choose to do so, but this is certainly not an autobiographical biography that you're writing here. And the purpose of this really is for us to see how well you're able to connect life stages to prior stages. So the first thing that you're going to do for this assignment is that you are going to turn in some demographic characteristics, such as at the birth of this individual. This is a little girl born to two parents who are of middle income. They are Caucasian people. They live in the Northeast United States. Give us some demographic data. Your syllabus will tell you specifically what kind of data you need to put in there. That is the first thing that you are going to submit. Then over the course of the semester, you will submit for each life stage 1.5 to 2 pages of information that connects that life stage to the previous stages. So apply information from each unit regarding that life stage to all aspects, physical, cognitive, social, emotional, and spiritual, of your growing and maturing individual. So for instance, once we get into the early childhood stage, you would need to connect it to infancy, because this child was born to a healthy mom and a healthy father who were married to one another and created a stable home environment, and they had no physical challenges, were a full-term baby. At this point in this child's life, this is how this child is living. If this child had been born prematurely or had suffered an accident or an injury as an infant, their early childhood is going to look a bit differently. So you need to weave these things together so that we can see, as a faculty, that you're able to see how each stage of life connects to the next one. The developmental biography that you turn in for infancy will be returned to you with some feedback. So consider the infancy developmental biography as a practice run. So you will receive that essential feedback, which is going to help you as you construct subsequent life stage biographies. So after you get the feedback, you can actually resubmit the infancy developmental biography for the final grading. We wanted you to be able to see what we expect, and so if you submit the first one and you've omitted information, or we want you to expand on some things, we'll tell you that, so that when you write all the further ones, you will know what the expectations are in a better fashion when you get ready to do it. The infancy life stage is the only stage which can be resubmitted. So once you submit the infancy, you'll get it back with feedback. Then for all of the others, you'll know better how to do that. The syllabus has specific due dates for each life stage that are listed. You will not receive your grade on this particular assignment until the last stage has been submitted. You submit it in parts over the semester to make it more manageable, but the grade actually comes at the end of the semester. The grading rubric for this assignment is in the syllabus, and it's also posted on Blackboard. Another part of this course that is very important for online courses are the discussion boards. Discussion boards are an important part of an online class. Your participation in the boards is important. Weekly participation is required for an online class and for the hybrid classes as well. As per the syllabus, your comments on discussion boards are graded, and they're graded on their substance, thoughtfulness. They should reflect application of your knowledge and vocabulary in this area. Each posting that you make on a discussion board should add value to the discussion. It really is not counted as discussion if what you post is something like, I agree, or that sounds good to me. Expand on your comments. Adding value to the discussion would include things like an example illustrating your position, posting a website, asking a question of your fellow classmates, giving a personal example, bringing in something from the textbook, videos, or posting even something that you've read outside of our course materials that is going to support your position. So refer to the syllabus for specific information regarding assignments and due dates. And as always, if you have any questions, please contact the professor listed on your course syllabus.